what I'm saying? And as we moved in Gentilly, you know, that's when things in my life kind of got rough. It got worse for me in my life, man. It was like 15 people living in one house. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever lived in a house full of 15 people, you know what I'm saying, you know exactly where I'm coming from. No privacy, no none of that, you know? And, man, we had big rats in the house, flying roaches, man. We had all that, man. And there was no privacy. And, you know what I'm saying, my grandfather, Joseph Christopher, you know what I'm saying, he used to molest me when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying, probably like around the age of 11, 12 years old, used to molest me. And my Uncle Carsten, you know what I'm saying, he basically kind of taught me the fast life. I shot my first gun when I was 12, you know what I'm saying, I was drinking liquor, he had me drinking liquor, I was hanging out with dudes way older than me, him and his friends, you know, and my life pretty much was going down the wrong road. I was lost, you know what I'm saying, growing up as a child, man, I was lost, you know. I mean, I always knew that I was going to be somebody in life, and I always knew that I was going to accomplish great things, but I didn't know that it was going to be for Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't know that at all. I had no clue that I'd be doing what I'm doing right now for God when I was young. You know what I'm saying? I always knew I was going to be a star and be somebody, but I just didn't know who I was going to be a star for. I was either going to be a star for the devil, or I was going to be a star for God, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm a star for God. And, man, I just, you know what I'm saying, I started having sex at a very, very young age, like 11 years old, man. Having sex with girls my age, girls older than me, you know what I'm saying? It was just crazy, man. And I started rapping at the age of 12. I started rapping in a rap group, you know what I'm saying? And the first song that I ever wrote was a song called Splish Splash. And after that, we wrote another song called Chillin' in the Hood, you know. When I was rapping in the rap group, man, I was like the best one in the rap group, and I was teaching, you know what I'm saying, the other guys in the group how to rap, you know what I'm saying, to take care of their business and make their lyrics more effective than what they was, you know what I'm saying. So, I mean, we was hot, man. We was rapping at all the little Tanner shows and stuff like that in school. And we was real, real hot, and basically, I just had to do my own solo thing. So I hooked up with Collins, man, you know what I'm saying? As a friend of my stepdad, I hooked up with him, and my stepdad introduced me to him. Collins is a cat, man, that used to sing under Motown Records. Hooked up with Collins, and I recorded a song, man, called Ordinary Pain. Collins was singing on it, called Ordinary Pain. And after that, man, we just took it from there, you know what I'm saying? I had my little demo, you know what I'm saying? Like 12 years old, had a little demo and stuff. And just basically just doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? And just kept grinding with it. I just kept working real, real hard, you know, and just rolling with it, man. And the music that I was doing, it was very, very different, because I was rapping on the high level at the age of 12, you know what I'm saying? I grew up listening to cats like Nas, Tupac, Bone Thugs and Harmony, and a lot of other cats, man. Spice One, Scarface, all them cats, man. I kind of like put into my own gift, into my own style. Try to check out the Jesus shirt, you know what I'm saying? I got the Jesus right here. I got the face, you know what I'm saying, his face. I got him on the cross, as you can see right here. And I got him holding the cross right here, you know what I'm saying? And I got the Mount Sinai, and that's going to be the name of my clothing line, Jesus, Mount Sinai. And as you can see on the back, I got the Jesus face on the back, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just representing him. And basically what y'all see on this shirt, you just see Jesus. You don't see me. It ain't about me, you know what I'm saying? A lot of Christian artists, Christian singers, rappers, and Christian preachers or whatever, man, it's like when you see them, they don't market this. They don't market Jesus. It's like you basically see their face. And you see Diedrich Haddon with a DH belt on. You know what I'm saying? And you see T.D. Jakes with a poster board up top, and you don't see this. You know, it's time that Christians really just represent Jesus right here. You know what I'm saying? And just put themselves to the back burner, because that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? It's all about Jesus, man. You know, as you can see, the face. I'm back. This is Tireo coming to you live on December 31st, 2008. This is the last day of the new year for 2008, and it's a real deep and special moment for me, you know what I'm saying, because I've been through a lot in 2008, seen a lot and did a lot, you know, and a lot of people didn't live to make it to this year. As far as next year, 2009, a lot of people didn't live to see this. But for my situation, it's different because by my relationship with God, I'm in the spirit realm with Jesus. So everybody looking at it as we going into a new year. But I'm looking at it as I'm going into a new millennium with Jesus Christ. And it's getting closer to the rapture. It's getting closer to the end. And I just want to share a couple things and with y'all and the meaning of all this stuff in the spirit realm. In the Bible, you know, it says that Jesus is coming back real soon and we don't know. So in the spiritual world, it's really, really getting close to the end time, and it's really important for God's people, the true Christians, to follow Him and be really, really living for Him and be really, really getting close to God as they possibly can, because we don't know when the end is coming. But I'm just sharing with y'all a few things that Jesus told me personally. He told me that He gonna bless a lot of His true loyal followers, and He gonna take all the stuff from Satan people and give it to His people. You know, He told me things like that, and told me that a lot of more stuff is gonna get destroyed as it was getting destroyed in '08. You know, a lot of that's gonna go down more, and it's gonna get worse with a lot of people. You know. But for Jesus followers, His loyal followers, it's going to get 10 times better for them. And it's that time, you know, it's that time for Jesus people to take over the world for Jesus and take over the world by storm. And right now, a lot of people probably partying, smoking, drinking. I used to be doing all that when I was lost. But now that I have Jesus in my life, it's on a whole nother level. So it's a whole new ball game now. That's not really important, you know what I'm saying? What's really important is that you really, really get close to God and get your relationship started with Him and build for Him, because if you don't have Him in these end times, man, you're in some serious trouble. And right now, I just want to really, really thank God for everything that He did for me in 2008. I thank Him for all the mercy He gave me, put upon me, forgiving all my sins, waking me up every morning, you know, just watching over me, sending His beautiful, powerful, holy angels to protect me and watch over me, span my life every day, blessing me with new material, you know, more music, more knowledge, wisdom, the whole nine. And I just really, really appreciate this. And I just really, really thank God for keeping me alive this long, because I could have been dead, burning in hell a long time ago. And I just want to give all my glory and thanks to Jesus Christ, and for everybody that's watching this documentary. Like I said, this is the last day, you know, of 2008, you know, and we're going into 2009. And the only thing I can say is that for all y'all that's lost and watching this, man, I really hope and I pray that this reach you some kind of way, and that you get Jesus in your life and focus on what's really, really most important. You know, and thank God for all the little things that He done for you. The little things, the breath you breathe, you know, your nose, your eyes, your feet, your fingers, the clothes on your body. Thank Him for all the small things, man, you know, because it's the small things that count, you know. A lot of people are really blessed and they don't know it, and they're complaining about foolishness, man, you know. I mean, be grateful to have a roof over your head, you know. Be grateful to wake up every morning, you know, because when you wake up every morning, it's a new opportunity and a new chance to repent and get Jesus in your life. And I just want to just say this to everybody that's watching this, man. For everyone that's following Jesus Christ, I'm going to see y'all in the rapture. And for everyone that's not following Him, I can't see y'all in hell, because I'm not going there. But I pray and I really hope to God that you get Jesus in your life and get your soul safe, and get your soul saved and get right with God, because that's what's most important, more than anything, more than your degree, your job, school, whatever it may be. Jesus is the most important person, you know. He's the most important. Some kind of way, man, I'm gonna figure all this out. Some kind of way, man, I'm gonna figure this out.
Draw me closer to you.
21-year-old
I shall go now, my son. You made the Lord very proud by giving up your life to him. And hopefully, you will be able to make a very big impact on life in this world. Because there are a lot of souls on the line. People on their way to hell every day. When people die, they're on their way to the lake of fire, and that is their eternal life. Every day that you live and wake up every morning, we have an opportunity to change and make that change by giving your life to Christ. Hell is real, and I can repeatedly say that because it's a very horrible place to go.
Together work on your skills, simply you tempting a jack. I was jack before. I right, you took this watch, but I took my soul. You trying to steal, dog, I done stole before. Rapping at clubs at 15, I stole a show. You can write raps, well, I'ma write class. You can freestyle, I'ma live a freestyle habit. Played for 2 schools with an and 1 open run. Hit college, played at Rucker Park with a go one. Man, you bless me now, you are my friend. I'm born again, this is the life. You is the Christ who gave us all eternal life. Lord, you bless me now, you are my friend. I'm born again, this is the life. You is the Christ who gave us all eternal life. Why fight you when I done had my fights? Why bite you? I don't look like my...
That I know is Jesus. You can sell a lot of drugs, but you can't sell Jesus. People left me alone, cause I'm rolling with Jesus. They'll leave you alone, cause you're rolling with Jesus. My little sister Keisha was taken by Jesus. You can cock back the clock, but I'ma cock back Jesus. Yeah. You can snort a lot of dope, but you can't snort Jesus. My uncle's in prison for life, and he need Jesus. Yeah, it wasn't you that helped me, it was all because of Jesus. The only man I'm scared of, that man is Jesus. I'm on Murder Saint Part 3, it's written by Jesus. I'm covered in the blood, it's the blood of Jesus. Yeah, he did it for the cross, but he ain't do it for Jesus. Jesus, cast. He don't hustle for Jesus. Chicken saying he hope, but it's only one Jesus. T.I. saying he the king, but the king is Jesus. I'm running demons away, cause I'm talking about Jesus. J songs gotta make it, I'ma make it for Jesus. Okay.
I have to reach my goals, big dreams, big things to get us out of here. No matter how far I go, the devil still scheming up to no good. This girl told me I was perfect. She tripping, how could I be perfect when she was doing oral sex to me all over me? She wouldn't leave, I can't blame the devil. I can't blame her, I have to blame me. How could I do this to God? Then he blessed me so much. It's a miracle I'm still living. Gotta get forgiven, touch my soul. Take me, Lord, I'ma face and burn. If I turn to give up, I won't learn. Lyrics I earn. I was angry, producing bad language. I started celebrity life before I made it famous. How could I be somebody's idol when I struggle with my flesh? Listen for women, saw myself in the Bible. I don't even want to be cursed. The pain hurts when I sin. I have to begin again. We was made out of dirt. God died for the thugs and killers, murderers and drug dealers. Basic instruction for bullies and earth picture. Heaven and hell is your eternity. The money, the drugs, the women, the houses. Vanity. God died for the thugs and killers, murderers and drug dealers. Basic instruction for bullies and earth picture. Heaven and hell is your eternity. The money, the drugs, the women, the houses. Vanity. Heaven is real, read Revelation, the story told. No pain, no tears, we dressed in white. Streets are made of gold. A lot of issues, angels learn from me. I'm real. Pride will get you killed. Knowledge is power, making these meals. Stumbled in my destiny, I prosper. Imitate what is good. My journey is too great to live it just till it was. Deceivers coming in the world. Whoever hate his brother is a murderer. I pray for sluts, freaks, nasty girls. Pray without ceasing. Tireo and Lucifer, you know they beefing. Lust spirits got them creeping. Laughing when they cheaping. Brethren, pray for us, we didn't choose God. He chose us. Moses, David, Paul was murderers. Solomon was rich. 1,000 women, that's what he had. David's son raped his daughter. Rappers pretending harder. Samson slept with a hope. I'm sober. Pray to Jehovah before my life God is died over. For the thugs and killers, murderers and drug dealers. Basic instruction for bullies and earth picture. Heaven and hell is your eternity. The money, the drugs, the women, the houses. Vanity. God died for the thugs and killers, murderers and drug dealers. Basic instruction before leaving earth picture. Heaven and hell is your eternity. The money, the drugs, the women, the houses. Vanity. and pain. Nigga be up in the morning, at noon, or even when it rains. Life will bring you joy and cracking jokes with other kids was making me laugh when I was living. Stuck with that girl, it's cause you didn't break life. A lot of people was living their lost life. Will make you get to the top, you're trying to be the boss. Life will make you go after your dreams. Will make you go after that money and you scheme. Life comes with a devil on your back. Life will make you pick up the Bible and you read that. Life will make you go to church on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Life will make you cry. Life will make you get up and try. Make you wanna die. From the pit, ghetto, gutter, cave, city, and I am a soldier, warrior, hustler, rapper, spiritual attacker. I'm from the pit, ghetto, gutter, cave, city, and I am a soldier, warrior, hustler, rapper, spiritual attacker. Life will have you watching for your enemies, searching for a real friend, laughing at the wannabes. Life will make you wanna give up, make you wanna throw in the towel, but I've been prayed up. Life will have you looking up to people who not even perfect instead of looking up to God. Life will have you trying to rebuke your flesh. Women come in different ways about to pass another test. Life really get on my nerves sometimes. I wanna get away from different folks sometimes. Life, it got me thinking about heaven and hell. People who rich, people in jail. Life, some of us don't even much understand. Kids with bullet wounds, they're paralyzed and used to stand. Life, they get them babies drinking dirty water. Men beating their sons, raping their daughter. From the pit, ghetto, gutter, cave, city, and I am a soldier, warrior, hustler, rapper, spiritual attacker. I'm from the pit, ghetto, gutter, cave, city, and I am a soldier, warrior, hustler, rapper, spiritual attacker. Your mother was killed, sister was killed, father was killed, brother was killed, uncle was killed, now picture life. You never know when it's your time to go, you might die tonight, or you might die tomorrow. Life, you make it set up by your best friend, set up from your past life, set up by your own wife. Life, have you been left in the dust? Who do you trust? Why did you bust it, but you took a man? Life, walked in the room and caught your woman with another man that hurted your heart and hurted your life. You up in prison for murder, choking son of that you demon possessed, going to stand to get your life. Crooked mayors, crooked judges, people worshiping the devil, praying crooked prayer. Like, I even used to live the wrong life, but for my eternal life, I'ma be in paradise. Like, I'm from the pit, ghetto, gutter, cave, city, and I am a soldier, warrior, hustler, rapper, spiritual attacker. I'm from the pit, ghetto, gutter, cave, city, and I am a soldier, warrior, hustler, rapper, spiritual attacker. Kiasha, my baby sister, was premature the 22nd of October, 1984. My grandpa Jojo, he died of cancer. I saw the body sucking a pencil, went down the up. My mother real cool, Jimmy left her. She was pregnant with me, no pictures of them, no letters of them, no trace of them, no vision of them, no touch of them. Which I never saw the man in my life, but I still love him. Left the world, hit the church and they still hating. Make a brother wanna give up. I'm a warrior, telling me to take my rag off in the church. I be myself, but you got a mask on in the church. Go to John chapter 20, verse 7 and read that. The book of Acts 19, chapter verse 12. The spirits of the devil hate me. They can never love me the way they talk to me, cause they jealous of me. The pain that hurts me, 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 the pain that hurts me. Picture what happened after my election, what coming to pass, feeling me spiritually when I'm making Lucifer mad. At first it was taking me for granted, besides it was all a matter of time for them to picture Moses. For 3 months they took care of me in their home, but I never thought they would leave me alone. When they never no longer hit me, chosen man, raised by the daughter of a king like I'm my own man. A strong man throughout my power, saving their life another hour. They probably wouldn't have been living that night. They could never realize G.O.D. would set them free. He would set them free and let them be. They pushed me off, talking about who made you the ruler. They pushed me off, talking about, oh, you're gonna kill me too. Lucifer wanna kill me, that's never gonna happen. Even when I need this spirit, I'm still living, feel me. The pain that hurts me, 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 the pain that hurts me. I love God with my whole heart. Split personality, like my friend Kim said. Never was raised by a real man. The real man died for me. The real man cried for me. The real man took the pain from me. The real man went to hell for me. The real man, Jesus. Picture my life, gently ribbon, they changed them and then they put a gun up on me, but it was safety. I meet people, but I don't fit in. Back then was in the gang, but I didn't fit in. I was molested as a child. They jacked me as a child. They cursed me as a child. The pain hurts me. The pain that hurts me, 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 the pain that hurts me. Y'all asking her when I make it, chasing my diversity dreams. Some people hate it, you both hate my life too. I don't trust them, I only see what they be with me for. Then I duck them and zip my lyrical dreams, my lyrical touching my style. Tricking my teacher, she looking at my file, mess her head up. Straight from the gutter, we was underground, about to be making millions, hit the studio led down. A little skinny kid who was a menace, chasing my dream to be a NBA player with my name across my own tennis. Innovating my level higher with moves, I study brothers with lyrics, but never hang with them fools. And live a legend with records and I walk in my difference of my first name. On the back of my jersey, team on the front, taking care of my mother, who is my wife and lover. Is the one who's already rich and one from the gutter. My spirit, 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 my spirit is leaving. My spirit, 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 my spirit is leaving. Wonder who can make it do in the flesh. Look, nobody is the privilege, took his name to my chest. Now I'm living my eternity life. All around me was a different spirit, now I picture where was that night. Look at the man in the mirror, my spirit was moved, my past vision was Tireo was bringing the roof. But Lucifer wanted to capture my soul, I blast back, send him to eternal fire with the demons of crack. I was on my way to hell, Anika had me drove, now I'm on my way to life, so Anika gotta go. My spirit leaving, I'm on my way in a minute breathing. Look at the dark when the moon rise, I can see me. Wanna be like me, you're proud on me, your schemes. Wanna be Tireo and have to go through bad dreams. So could you rap against me? Could you attack it with me? But could you beat me with your skills that don't let me my spirit, 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 my spirit is leaving. My spirit, 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 my spirit is leaving. in the brain of my story, cause I can hit you. I say this to my fans, I don't even wanna dish you. The harder you look up to me, my soul is a model. I look up to God, cause he got my tears in a bottle. Do you want the heart of me, the heart to me not begin? Do you want the part of me, the start of me, it was sin? You don't want my spirit, cause my spirit used to be cease. But you want my riches, cause my riches bringing you peace. You don't want my flesh, cause my flesh brings you a test. You don't want my test, cause my test brings you the stress. You don't want my life, cause my life used to be mess. You don't want my mess, cause I had to battle the best. You say you want my skills, now you have to practice for real. Take it to the court, look at all the people I killed. Do you want my level, do you want my shovel? This means if you take my level, my shovel, then you have to fight the my spirit, 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 my spirit is leaving. My spirit, 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 my spirit is leaving. My time, cause now I feel real good. My sister and my brother, my father and my mother, cause now I feel real good. My hood, my street, my love for my peace, cause now I feel real good. Don't worry, be strong. The time is here and it's on. Cause now I feel real good. They can't stop us, they kept hating. We kept going, we kept going. Cause now I feel real good. It's a country, y'all, we keep coming. The time is now to make money. Cause now I feel real good. My strength, my faith, my wisdom and my ways. Cause now I feel real good. My family, my love, my father from up above. Cause now I feel real good. My task, my goal, the style and I roll. Cause now I feel real good. Come on, yeah. Cause now I feel real good. Can't you? I feel real good. I wake up to the sunshine and everything is alright. I'ma put on my clothes, I'ma holler at some hoes, cause they be looking so tight. I cruise through my hood as I make my way through uptown. I see the villains and the hustlers, the thugs and the busters. You know I came to get down. See, I'ma call my friends and we gon' play some ball in the park. And we ain't got much chance, but we still show love from the heart. Relax your mind, enjoy this time, enjoy this time, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the sunshine. Baby, ease your mind, relax your mind, enjoy this time, enjoy this time, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the sunshine. Baby, ease your mind. Just dance and just move, just sound and this groove. Cause now I feel so good. Woo! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, cause now I feel so good. I'm talking about the hood, y'all. I'm talking about the project, y'all. Cause now I feel so good. We gotta come together, y'all. We gotta
some fun, we're gonna have some fun, 'cause I feel so good. Who can stop us now, yo? They can't stop us now, yo. 'Cause now I feel so good. So good, it's so good, it's so good, it's so good, it's so good, so good, so good, so good, so good. It's so good, come on. It's so good, it's so good, it's so good, so good, so good, so good, so good. Said I can feel it, yeah. Said I can feel it. Come on, 'cause now I feel good. Ooh, yeah. Lord, forgive us for our sins, I repent every day. But it was so hard when I lost my nigga case. Sometimes I feel like I still see you in that Grand Prix grinning. And a good time we had when we was in it. Even though we fuss and even though we fight, I was just trying to guide you right. But you was living fast, trying to get you some cash. But that's how it is when you want it so fast. Even though you're gone and you're not in this world. When I see your mama, I see you and your baby girl. I'ma hold it down and I'ma hold it down right. And I'ma see you play in that other life. No more tears, no more fears. Cause to me, you're still here. And to my niggas soul, the game is not over. I'ma still hold it down for the know you. Rest in peace. Said I saw you grinding for more. Said I never felt this way before. Cause now they home, you ain't gotta be down. Cause now they home, you ain't gotta be down. Cause now they home, you ain't gotta be down. Cause now they home, you ain't gotta be down. Cause now they home, you ain't gotta be down. Cause now they home, you ain't gotta be down. Cause now they home, you ain't gotta be down. Cause now they home, you ain't gotta be down. Cause now they home.
You was good at sports, the drugs messed you up. Lost your woman, lost your money, your life stuck. Your mother kicked you out, brother used to help you out. Now they can't even trust you in the house. This is your brain on drugs. You sleeping in the alleyway, no cover, no pillow, no friends you love. You won so many trophies, you was MVP. They gave you 2 G's, you spent that in a week. You started off smoking cigarettes, moving the chronic. Black and miles, cocaine needles, you acting psychotic. Your heart don't even beat the way it used to beat. You might overdose tonight, kill somebody, you might. And your soul is demonic spirit. Somebody told you to go to church, but you don't wanna hear it. Got a pistol in your mouth. You wanna COCAINT with the bottle, but now you dead, man. Now you're dead.
Goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. Said I saw you grinding for more. lot of people. It's not at home. You ain't gotta be down. But now you're home. It's not at home. You're home now. Gotta be down. It's not at home. You ain't gotta talking to all my people out there. It's not at home. You ain't gotta home be now. Down. It's not at home. You ain't gotta worry no more, man. It's not you ain't gotta worry no more. You home now, please. You ain't gotta be down. You home. It's not at home.
Look at the stars that picture Mars, why they roll chronic and finish cigars and blinded by cars. The seventh largest planet in the solar system. Why they fighting, I'm writing, I suffer and don't hang with them. They pray to make another hater. I was starving, for the gift in the woods, I'm greater. They never could, justice, harlots, virgins. Eventually, they're soul leaving. Most of them try to get even in the midst of this, they original. Your brain trapped, they met your parents. All of a sudden, they gentle. I'm a Viking, my information and wisdom get typed in. Wanna be violent, I'm silent. Welcome to the village of the label. We survive and cry, my lyrics already able. Searching for knowledge, we already get you. Walking through wicked cities, taking pictures of me. Everybody tells me if you could touch me. Big girl, you my brother, we love each other together, we fly. If I go before you, I'm in the sky, carried away in the third heaven. Singing melodies, see you when I see you, my brother, you in my memories. We members of the same church, when you hurt, I hurt. The method of a murder book could be worse, we both metal. They fiending for this level, taking dead bodies to chrome shovels, his conduct is the devil. It's true, it's true, it's true, it's true. Is it me or you? Is it me or you? What will you do? What will you do? It's true, it's true. Is it me or you? Is it me or you? What will you do? What will you do? Little kids look up to me, lawyers, judges, doctors. I inspire myself, lead a quiet life. I need angels to protect me. They without works, be dead, wanna get in a garden. And pretty chill got pregnant in my mind, saw the vision of a future. Watch you get that ball, some of them wanna shoot your head on me when they look in my face, nothing but losers. People got anger built up, what's inside of your heart? I've been through it, did do it, felt the pain was tight. It would change if you married a woman who white. People prejudice for thinking God in the album cover. We looking at skin, but not looking at sin. You married to the black woman. What if she offer your paper when you met the other one who wanted your heart? Sticking to your color like Muslims. White faces, you don't speak or smile. You don't even want to touch him. What if Jesus was white? Would he still be your God? Would you still read his word? Would you still play the part? Some black women do the same thing too. Chase the money, school you for the money, marry you for the money. It's true. It's true, it's true, it's true, it's true. Is it me or you? Is it me or you? What will you do? What will you do? Don't run from the truth. It's true, it's true, it's true. Is it me or you? Is it me or you? What will you do? What will you do? In the Book of Kings, so many murders, I'm seeing spirits, God telling you to stop and ignore it like you don't hear it. The devil got so many rappers confused, telling us we need to change, but they the ones on the news. Make a move once you live the kids to go up and be something positive. But the way you living is negative, telling your kids to never be doing them drugs. After you perform, sleeping with strippers and doing drugs. For it's the love, they watch every move you make. If you teaching the murder, you might find your son up in the casket from your own gun. Parents want your daughter to leave them poison on, but you need to be leaving them men alone. And get off the phone, wonder why your daughter pregnant. She watch your mama different men coming in the house with the mama. Mama, they're not even married, daddy's in jail. Devil setting you a spirit in the room, the daughter smell a sex smell, making her do it. The father and mother, they got into it. The Lord is the sister when they help her, but then she blew it, seekers for the Bible. Rappers starting with money and jewelry, but they don't even know if he idols. When a celebrity dies, they tell her what he think his shirts mean. Crying over the body, but not crying for God. You make a song in the video for your homie, cause he's dead, his name is tatted on your arm. God rose from the dead. It's true, it's true, it's true, it's true. To me or you, to me or you, what will you do? What will you do? Don't run from the truth. It's true, it's true, it's true, it's true. To me or you, to me or you, what will you do? What will you do? Don't run from the truth. Don't run from the truth.
Just wanna stay another night with you. I can do to you. Another night with you. I can do to you.
Listen, cracking my sock as I wake up, walking that straight line like snorters when it's scraped up. On my grind regardless, trying to make bucks selling counter.
In order for you to become a true street ball legend, you have to destroy everyone who steps in front of you. There's no other way. Before I came to Harden Park, I already knew I was the one. And I was determined to rise up over all the other ballers that was there. What you just saw was volume 2. I started thinking about all the moves I'd done on the streets. Everybody in the park looks up to me. I'm being loved, and I'm being hated on at the same time. What do you do? Sometimes I think about leaving, but I care about all those little kids who look up to me. I know they need me. God told me the other night that a true legend is a person who went through so much to get to where they are today. And a true legend is also someone who will always have people afraid of what he's about to do to them. And a true legend is a person who people want to kill, whether it's with a basketball, a gun, or any other thing. That's me, man. But I can't leave this earth until God is finished using me. I'm down to die for God, and I'm down to die for my dreams too. Peace out, man. This was Tireo, V2, baby, Volume 2.
21-year-old Tireo Hammond loves basketball. He has competed in street basketball tournaments. But to him, this is more than a game. It's a way to reach out to teenagers he meets on the court.
And tell them, like, don't be going the wrong route and don't do the things, you know, that a lot of other people out here doing. Like, you know, they're selling drugs and crack and people getting killed and everything like that. And, you know, they look up to me and I just tell them, you know, just be yourself and just do what you know, just chase your dream and don't never give up.
Tireo has been coaching 16-year-old Jacoby Jason for the past 3 years.
He had a real powerful impact on my life. Before I met him, I was acting crazy and getting in all kind of trouble. And God used him to come out here and take me under his wing, and he started teaching me a lot of stuff.
Jacoby says Tireo taught him more than basketball. He shared his faith.
I used to curse people out and stuff. Sometimes I used to fight like a hobby, but I used to fight sometimes.
And now?
And now, God changed my life around.
Jacoby says he isn't perfect, but now he's making better decisions. Tireo has also come a long way since his childhood.
I did a lot of dirtbag things. I sold drugs. I've been out there on the streets and this and that. And God turned my life around and led me a whole nother way, you know, and he opened up my eyes. And that's when everything just started changing for me. I got back in school.
Tireo attended junior college in Texas and plans to transfer to a college in Mississippi in the fall. He plans to major in drama. His interests go beyond basketball.
Money only amplifies what you were before you had it. It probably was a demon, an angel, or God, but I grabbed it.
Tireo, encouraged by his good friend and artist Cody Marshall, wants to produce inspirational rap CDs and movies. But right now, his best production is on the court, showing teens like Jacoby how to make the goal.
Because we all got to die one day, you know, and basically, and my thing is to complete my mission and my journey for God, you know, because when I leave here, you know, I want him to say, man, you know, you did a good job down there.
Sally Ann Roberts, Channel 4, Eyewitness News.
In this message, you know, I know a lot of people want to know about, you know, my street basketball life, you know, because I'm getting a lot of messages from people and they saying, yo, Tireo, man, I love your street street basketball video, man. I love it, man. You know, you real cold in basketball, man. You off the chain with it, you know. So I just thought that I'd just do a video talking about my basketball life, you know. So, you know, people can understand what's going on with all of that, you know. So I'm just gonna start talking about it, okay? I started playing basketball, you know, probably around the age of probably I say between the ages of 10, 11, and 12, you know, started playing basketball and stuff like that. And as I got older, you know, it's like when you're young, you know, you love playing all kind of things, sports, you know, you love playing football, baseball, basketball, but basketball was a sport that just stuck with me. You know, it's like when I first started playing it, I just like, oh man, I love this, you know, and that was the sport that stuck with me. Football didn't stick with me, baseball didn't stick with me, soccer, none of that stuff. But when I picked up that basketball, it just stuck with me, man, you know. And as I got older, you know, I kept playing, you know, in elementary school, you know, when I was young, I played for Pontchartrain Park, you know, a league in New Orleans, you know, and a team called Pontchartrain, you know, I played for them. And I made the all-star team when I was young. They had an all-star team with all of the guys and stuff that was like, you know, the most talented people on the team. And I made the all-star team and all of that stuff. And as I got older and went to junior high school, you know, I was still playing, but I wasn't playing as much because, you know, my life started to change, you know, meaning the gangs, you know, selling weed, you know, and just cutting class and doing all kind of things, man, you know, and my life started to change, started to get worse, you know, and I wasn't playing basketball as much anymore, you know, I was just hanging out, you know, smoking weed, you know, man, girls was chasing me, like going crazy, man, you know, girls would cut school, you know, they'll come to the house, man, and you know, me and the girls in junior high be having sex, making love, whatever you want to call it, from morning till noon, you know, and then the girl will leave before my mama come home from work. You know, man, my junior high school life was crazy, man, you know, and cutting class, all that stuff, man. And I wasn't playing basketball no more, man. And what happened was when I got to high school, you know, man, oh man, that's when it just got worse. You know, with the gangs and all of that stuff, it just got worse, man. And I was rapping at the time, you know, and while all this was going on in my life, I was still rapping, you know, but I wasn't rapping for God, you know, and I was rapping for Satan, you know. And as all of this stuff was just going on, man, I mean, it was crazy. You know, I'm rapping, you know, I ain't really playing ball as much. I'm in gangs, you know, smoking weed, you know, selling guns, even selling weed, you know, stashing weed in my room, you know, cutting school, man, and fights, you know, gang fights and all of that stuff, man, fighting over crazy stuff, man, you know. And that's what happens, you know, when you lost and you growing up the wrong way. You know, you have no father figure in your life. You know, I had no father figure in my life. You know, I never saw my real dad, not one time. I don't even have a picture of him. You know, he got murdered. You know, I heard my mama told me that, you know, he was murdered. Someone murdered him and killed him. You know, but I never saw him. You know, and when even when I was a kid, I was molested by my grandfather when I was young. You know, my baby sister, Kiasha, was premature. She was born too early, you know, so I saw a lot in my life, man. I mean, I went through a lot of things, you know, and as I'm in high school, you know, it's like, you know, all of the stuff, it comes out of you, you know, and I'm in gangs, you know, I'm rapping for the devil, you know, I'm cutting class, you know, I don't even, you know, I'm not even caring, man, you know, and it's just got so bad, man. And I wasn't playing, you know, basketball at the time. And what happened was, as I turned 18 years old, man, you know, I never forget, man, you know, that's when Jesus Christ came. And when he came in my life, I just gave it all up, man, everything. I ain't even rap no more. I wasn't rapping. I quit rapping, gave up playing ball, cut my girlfriend off I was going with this girl at the time in high school named Raven, you know, named Raven Morgan. I was going with her at the time. And, you know, me and Raven was, you know, she was something else, man, you know, and she was in a gang herself, you know, she was in a gang, and I was going with her at the time. She in her gang, I'm in my gang, and, you know, we was going together, you know. And when Jesus came in my life, man, I told her about Jesus. And when I told her about Jesus on the phone, she just hung up the phone. she just hung up the phone, like click, that was it. And I was like, dang, you know, and I cut off, man, you know, and all of the guys that I was in the gang with, I dropped out the gang, I got out of it, you know, and I went back and told those dudes about Jesus, man. And I was like, yo, man, I can't do this no more. You know, and it was like, T, what you mean, man? You can't do it no more. I'm like, I can't do it no more, man. I said, I got God in my life now, bro. It's over. I'm giving it all up, man. I dropped out of high school. The funny part about it, I was in the 12th grade at high school. I could have finished, but I didn't even finish. I dropped out of high school. And gave up rapping, gave up playing ball, just gave everything up. And I'm just cooped up in my room, sitting in there, studying the word of God and getting Jesus in my life and praying and all of that. And I remember this like yesterday. My mama comes in the room, man, and she said, Tireo, so what are you going to do? You're not in school. You know, you're not doing nothing with your life. What are you going to do? You're not rapping no more. You're not playing basketball. She said, you're not rapping no more. You're not playing basketball. You're not in school. What you going to do? I looked at my mama, man, and I said, Mom, God going to make a way for me. I said, Mom, he gonna make a way for me. And she walked out the door and she closed the door. She didn't even kick me out of anything. She didn't kick me out. She let me stay there. And after that, I just started chasing the truth of God. I just started chasing the truth. Just started chasing it and digging, reading the word. I sat in that room for 2 years straight. That's right. I sat in that room for 2 years. Chasing God, praying, fasting and praying, going through the fire, man. you know, just living with my mom, man, and just paying my dues for God. Because there's one thing about God is that when you come into his kingdom, you got to pay your dues. You got to give it up. You got to make a sacrifice. You know, you got to give up your life. You know, it ain't you trying to do you, you know, and you trying to walk with God. It ain't going to work. You can't do you and try to walk with God. And that's why so many people today are not successful at walking with God, because the majority of them, they're trying to do them. Can't do you. Got to give it all up. And I'm living proof of a person who gave it all up. Like, seriously, you know, I gave it all up, man. I mean, I ain't have no girlfriend, you know, man. I wasn't even in school no more. I didn't even have a job. I ain't even have no money. I ain't had no money. I wasn't rapping. I wasn't even in the studio or nothing. I had nothing but faith in God, man. That was it. That was it. And I never forget this, man. When those 2 years passed, I'm chasing the truth of God and all that stuff. Let me tell you what God told me. Because you got to understand, when you come into the kingdom, you got to give it up, because that's your test. You got to let it all go. And when I came into the kingdom and I sat in that room for them 2 years, man, I'm telling you people, man, God spoke to me so clear. And he said, Tireo, I want you to rap again. I'm like, what? He said he want me to rap again. I'm like, rap again? I'm like, but I gave that up. God, like, you wasn't doing it for me at the time. Now I want you to rap again. I'm like, dang. And the first song that I recorded was Murder Lucifer. That's right. I recorded Murder Lucifer. That was my first song that I did for God. And I started ditching the devil. And then after that, I heard another voice from God saying, you know, I want you to go play basketball again. I'm like, play basketball again? I'm like, dang. So now God is telling me to go back and do all of this stuff, but I'm doing it for his kingdom now, you know. And at that time, I just obeyed the voice. So I'm rapping again, and next thing you know, God started making ways out of no ways. I'm in the studio, you know, a producer named Collins from Motown Records that my stepdad knew. You know, Collins started giving me free beats. He was letting me come to the studio to rap and all of that stuff. He was giving me free beats and free studio time. I mean, the favor of God was just there. You know, next thing you know, I'm playing basketball again. I'm at the park. You know, I'm playing ball. Next thing you know, man, God starts sending all of these dudes to me, you know, and we just started playing ball, man. And then next thing you know, I'm doing all of this now for Jesus, you know, and all of a sudden, you know, God leads me to go to school. He leads me to go to Job Corps, because I dropped out of high school, so I couldn't go back. You know, I dropped out of high school, and I was out of high school for about 2 years, about 2-3 years. You know, and I dropped out of high school, and then as I went back, I went to Job Corps, not knowing that Job Corps had a basketball team. So I get to Job Corps, I get in there, you know, I go through all my levels of classes to get to my trade. You know, I took up a trade in Job Corps called BOT, which stands for Business Office Technology. You know, I took up that trade and I passed that trade. I passed it I passed in everything. Next thing you know, I find out Job Corps have a basketball team. They put me on a basketball team. Now I'm playing basketball for Job Corps, you know, and next thing you know, they put me in this program to whereas I was able to get my diploma. Now, this is the funny part about me getting my diploma, because I dropped out of high school and I still got my diploma. I got my diploma from Job Corps without even taking a leap. They just gave it to me. They just put me in this class and they said, Tireo, you don't even have to take the leap. All you got to do is just do this work and you're going to get your diploma. And I looked at that man like, you serious? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, what? Next thing you know, I took the classes, I passed that. And next thing you know, I had a diploma in my hand without even taking a leap. That's the favor of God, man. And see, this is one thing about God. When something is for you, oh yeah, it's for you. Now I got my diploma, you know, I'm playing basketball for Job Corps. Next thing you know, around this time, the street ball team, And1, was real popular on TV. Everybody going crazy about And1, you know, everybody buzzing about And1. Street ball like took over the map, you know, at that time of the year. Like street ball was just popping at that time. And by me already being good at basketball, you know, the kind of person who I am and the way I think, man, me and my homies, we at the park, you know, and I'm like, man, forget And1. Let's make our own street ball team. We're going to call it NOSB, which stands for New Orleans Street Ballers. I was like, man, forget And1, man. Let's make our own street ball team. Next thing you know, man, I went and brought a camera recorder. We started filming all of the footage. You know, we started shooting the footage and we started filming it, man. We doing our moves, we hot. Next thing you know, man, we started putting the footage on VCR tape, because at that time, DVDs wasn't hot at that time, and we started putting all of the footage on VCR tape. Next thing you know, we passing out the tapes, people all over New Orleans going crazy over the tapes, and people running up to me saying, yo, Tireo, man, can I have your autograph, man? Y'all boys cold with that basketball. Y'all cold, man. Next thing you know, we had turned the street ball tapes into VCR tapes. We passing them out. Next thing you know, we started selling them on the streets. We started selling them for about $5 a pop. And man, we sold over about a good 10,000 tapes, man. Like about 10,000 tapes, The more we sold tapes, the more I went to the stores and was buying more blank tapes. We was making tapes and just slinging them on the street, and we was real hot in New Orleans, man. We was popping. And next thing you know, the tape landed in the hand of Miss Sally Ann Roberts from the Channel 4 News in New Orleans. And that's how y'all see that news interview, because the tape landed in her hand, and on the tape, I wrote my phone number on all the tapes. And she gave me a call, and she said, Tireo, I love what you're doing with the kids, and I want to do an interview with you, talk to you, so we set that up, got the interview done, and it didn't even stop there. Next thing you know, the tape started spreading outside of New Orleans, and it started floating to places like New York and Chicago and all of this stuff. And next thing you know, got a call from the guy from Rucker Park. And Rucker Park is the most famous park in New York City, the most famous park in the world, because that's where all of the great NBA legends play, all of the great street ball legends play. I got a call from Greg Marius at Rucker Park. And next thing you know, man, Greg saw the tape, and they wanted me to come play in Rucker Park in the tournament, and it didn't even stop there. As I went to Rucker Park, I was amazed, because I had always wanted to go there and play street ball and, play with the legends and, just play on that same court. I accomplished that. I was on that plane, got off that plane, went straight to Rucker Park, man, played in that tournament, had fun, had a beautiful time and all of that. Then it didn't stop there. Next thing you know, street ball tape landed in the hands of a junior college coach out there in Dallas, Texas. And, I was invited to go to junior college and play for the team. And I played for the team as a red shirt. I stayed there for a year. I stayed there for a year because the things that I was seeing with college ball and all of that stuff, it wasn't agreeing with my spirit, and I'm glad that God led me there, because God was just showing me, he was showing me a lot of things, and he was just showing me the truth, and I was even invited there to play. And that's a beautiful thing for someone who comes straight from the street, because the background I had, and me coming up with the street ball and the rapping and all of that stuff, that was like amazing, because in the city of New Orleans, if you had talent, you got killed, like immediately. Like if folk found out that you had talent of rapping or basketball, they'll murder you in the city of New Orleans, because due to jealousy and hate, So when people were seeing that, people was just getting killed in New Orleans, just left and right, and everybody wasn't making it out the city, And with me, that's like real big, because I come from nothing, come from the bottom up, come from nothing. So for me to see all of that and make it on the news and, and get a chance to go to a junior college and play as a red shirt, I played at Rucker Park, I played with N1. I mean, that's just amazing, and in New Orleans, man, like at Hardin Park, because that was the park where all of our street ball footage was shot at, man, we took over that whole park. We took over that park. Like we ran that park. Like we was, stars out there at that park. Like we took over the whole thing, me and my clique, man, like me and all those little guys y'all see on the tape, we took over the whole park, and that's like big for somebody to come from nothing to something, and that just goes to show you, man, hard work pays off. It really, really pays off, man. We worked hard, we practiced hard, we did our thing, man. And I mean, man, like me playing street ball with those little dudes is 10 times more funner than me playing college ball. That's right. Or playing in the NBA or whatever the case may be. Like seriously, I would rather play street ball with those guys, than to be playing college ball because of the reason, because college ball, it's not fun. It's not fun, you know. It's just a bunch of dirty playing and a bunch of foolishness, and you got to cheat to win, you know. Brothers hurting each other on the court purposely, you know. But me playing street ball was, man, it's 10 times more funner, because we doing the moves, we having a good time, and it's like family. It's like me and all of those little guys on that street ball tape. It's like brothers, man, you know, like brothers, you know, seriously, you know. And for all of you who may ask this question, Tireo, do you still play ball now? No, I don't play anymore, but I am going to be producing movies in the future under my film company, like producing basketball movies. And that will probably be the only time that, you know, you people see me play, is when I use my talent to put it in the films for God, you know. But as far as me playing now, nah, I don't play. You know, I don't play. I still have all of the gifts. The gifts and the talents are still there, but I'm just going to use it, you know, so the gifts can be in my movies and stuff like that. You know, because I have movie scripts that's already written that I'm going to be doing in the future. So, you know, with all of that. And in this message, man, you know, I'm going to be talking about giving up your dreams to follow the dreams of God. You know, this is just some powerful stuff, man, and it's just real, you know, and it's just real touching, man. Giving up your dreams to follow the dreams of God. I'm going to repeat it. Giving up your dreams to follow the dreams of God, man. And in this message, y'all, I'm going to use my own life as the perfect example, and the reason why is because I have did this already. I've been there. I've done this already. I have given up my dreams to follow God's dreams for my life. And I got to say this, y'all. Everybody can't do this, man. Everybody can't do this, and everybody is not into doing this stuff. But this is when it counts, man. This is when it counts. When you give up your dreams to follow the dreams of God, man, that's when it counts, man. Because you're making a sacrifice. You putting your life on hold, and you putting your dreams to the side for God. You see? And not everybody can do that, y'all. But y'all, I did it. I've been there. I did it. When I tell y'all I gave up everything to follow Jesus, I gave up everything. I even gave up my dreams, man. I gave up my dreams to follow Jesus' dreams, man. And this is real, man. This is real, y'all. And I gotta say, y'all, people today ain't doing this stuff, man. People today are not giving up their dreams to follow God's dreams, because people too selfish, people too stubborn, people too rebellious, man. But y'all, me personally, I did it already. I been did this stuff, man. And I'm going to just tell y'all the story of it, man. I gave up my dreams of playing basketball and wanting to go into the NBA for the dreams of Jesus, man. Because I could have went in the NBA. I was that good. I was that cold. I was that talented in basketball. And I'm still that good in basketball. But I gave that up for Jesus' dreams for my life, man. You know, seriously, you know, and I'm going to just use my life as the example and just tell y'all how it all went down, man. You know, I grew up, you know, playing basketball. I was playing basketball. I was rapping. I just had multiple talents, man. I just had like multiple talents. But by me playing basketball and by me being so good at it, man, you know, I went to Richland Junior College in Dallas, Texas. Played basketball out there. I played street ball. I had a hot opportunity to play street ball with A1, but I turned that down, and I'm going to tell y'all why in this message, you know. And the crazy part about it, man, I was even talking to an agent. I was even talking to a real NBA agent, man, and I could have went through the training of getting in the NBA, you know. Because I could have went to the NBDL league. The NBDL league is a basketball league that a lot of players go in before they get to the NBA. And I could have went in that league before the NBA, because I was talking to an agent, man, and just, you know, just really just playing my heart out, man, and really just was putting in that work of being on that court. But I'm just being honest, y'all. I didn't feel at peace. I wasn't happy with it, man. I just wasn't happy with it, man. And I just gave that stuff up, man. I ain't even want it, man. I straight left the college because I was in Richland Junior College playing basketball with them, man. I left the college, man, rolled out, came back home in New Orleans, man, and just rolled out, man. Like, for real. And see, y'all, that's why y'all saw me on the news interview I did with Sally Ann Roberts in New Orleans. Y'all saw me on that news interview talking about my basketball talents and stuff because my story was real popular in New Orleans. You know, and the news interview proves it. You know, it's like when you go back and look at the news interview, the reason why we did that news interview, because my life story in New Orleans was popular and everybody knew I was on my way to going to college and playing basketball and going into the NBA and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the news people in New Orleans, the Channel 4 news people, that's why they interviewed me. And that's why Sally Ann interviewed me, man, because my street ball tapes was really, really hot at the time in New Orleans, man. My street ball tapes was like all over the city of New Orleans because we did our own street ball tapes, man, and we were selling our tapes from the street, man, and we was making like thousands of dollars, man, selling our street ball tapes. Our street ball tapes was popular, you know, and rumor was it that, you know, Tireo, man, he gonna wind up going into the NBA. You know, he gonna wind up going into the NBA. I was talking to an agent and everything, man. That stuff got to the news people, man, you know, and the news people came to New Orleans and interviewed me. And that's the news interview y'all see on YouTube with me talking to Sally Ann Roberts, man. And the whole plan was to go to the community college while I was talking to the agent, and after community college, go to the NBDL, which is the development league, before you get into the NBA. And then after the development league, you know, maybe I can, you know, be a free agent or something like that and get picked up on the NBA team, you know, hey, maybe, you know, and that was the whole plan. But man, y'all, I just gave it up, y'all. I gave it up, man. I gave it up, y'all, because I just love Jesus that much, man. I gave up my basketball dreams, man, for the dreams of Jesus, man. I love Jesus that much, man. And let me tell you, man, when you really, really love Jesus that much, man, you will give up your dreams to follow Jesus' dreams for your life. Because I gotta tell you, your dreams and Jesus' dreams, they totally different. They're not gonna mix and they're not gonna match. Your plan versus Jesus' plan is totally different. Your dreams versus Jesus' dreams is totally different, man. Jesus got a whole different dream from the dream you have. You see? And a lot of you people, man, y'all got dreams to do a lot of stuff. Some of you dudes who are listening to this, you probably want to go play football. You probably want to go play basketball. You probably want to go to college and do this. You probably want to do this. But let me tell you something, man. When you get connected to Jesus, and you get a deep relationship with Jesus, you're going to find out, man, that Jesus' dreams is not your dreams, man. And let me tell you, the closer and the closer and the closer and the closer and the closer you get to Jesus, man, you ain't even going to want to do that stuff no more. I'm being real, y'all. I'm one of them. I've been there. I gave all that stuff up, man. And this is why my relationship with God is so powerful. And this is why I will never fall in God. And the devil can never destroy me, man, because of the sacrifices that I made for this stuff. I gave up rapping, y'all. I was rapping, y'all. I got to tell y'all that in a minute. I was rapping. We was rapping, I was 12 years old. We was in New Orleans rapping locally, you know, had songs out, and my friend had an album out. We was doing talent shows and block parties. Man, we was on the verge of getting a deal back then, a big major deal back then, rapping. I was like 12, 13, 14 years old at the time, you know, but all that stuff, man, it just wasn't working, man. And then the basketball thing took off. It's like first the rap thing took off, then the basketball thing took off. I gave all that up, man, for the dreams of Jesus. It's that serious, y'all. Let me tell y'all something, man. A lot of people, I'm going to tell y'all something. The reason why people not giving up nothing to follow Jesus, because they not serious. They're not taking it serious, man. And then here it is. And you wondering why you can't hear God. You wondering why your life is a mess. You wondering why you going through so much. And you wondering why God can't open up no doors for you. The reason why God can't open up no doors for you, because you don't want to give up your dreams to follow Jesus' dreams. And let me tell you something, man. If you don't give up your dreams to follow Jesus' dreams, you're cursing yourself. Because at the end of the day, you want to go to heaven. See, this is the problem.
See, this is the problem with people. People want to go to heaven, but people don't want to give up their dreams to follow Jesus' dreams. You're selfish. See, you want to go to heaven though, right? You want God to bless you, right? See, you want God to do all this stuff for you, and you want God to bless you, but you don't even want to let go of your dreams for Jesus' dreams. I did it already, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all, I did all that stuff. I gave up everything to follow Jesus. I gave up all my dreams and goals. Man, I let go of all that stuff, man. Seriously. And this is why, y'all, I don't waste my time with hypocrites, and I don't waste my time with people who way beneath my level, because I know people not making the sacrifices that I made to follow Jesus. I know that off top. You know, I know that off top, man. And I'm telling y'all, man, this is when it counts, y'all. This is when it counts. You got to give up your dreams, man, for Jesus' dreams. Because your dreams and Jesus' dreams is two different things, man. See, y'all, check it out. Jesus' dream for me is doing his will for my life, speaking truth, saving souls from hell, reaching people, opening up their eyes to the truth. You see, Jesus' dreams is totally different from Tireo basketball dreams. See what I'm saying? Jesus' dreams is on a whole nother level. You see? Jesus' dreams is for me knowing the truth, speaking the truth, helping people get saved from hell, doing God's will for my life. That's Jesus' dreams for me. You see? But Tireo dreams was, you know, going into the NBA, playing basketball, you know, doing the whole little rap thing for the world. Because remember, when I started rapping, I was rapping for the world. You see? That was Tireo dreams. But Jesus' dreams, man, is on a whole nother level. Jesus' dreams is, Tireo, you're going to do my will. You're going to speak the truth for me. You're going to save people from hell. You're going to go through a lot of tests and trials. You're going to get attacked by the devil and all that stuff, Tireo. But remember, Tireo, you're going to be in my dream. You see? And that's what I'm telling y'all, man. Jesus' dreams is totally different from your dreams. They totally different. They not the same. And see, the problem is with y'all, I gotta say it, man. The problem is with y'all too busy trying to follow your own dreams. Stop listening to America with all that dream stuff. America talk about follow your dreams to be anything you want to be. America lying to you. You people have been deceived once again by America. America tell y'all all this stuff. You can be anything you want to be. Follow your dreams. Never give up. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. We need to be following Jesus' dreams, not our own dreams. Let me tell you something. Your own dreams can get you in trouble. Your own dreams can get you in trouble. It's the truth. Your own dreams can destroy you. You want to know why your own dreams can destroy you? Because you don't know what come with your dreams. And see, let me tell you something. This is why. Hear me clearly, y'all. This is why God wants us to follow his dreams for our lives. Because God's dreams for our lives is going to bless us. But when you're following your own dream for your life, it's going to curse you. You want the proof? You want me to prove it to you? Here it is. Here it is. Look at Whitney Houston, y'all. Whitney Houston's dream was to be a singer. Right? Her dream was to be a singer. Watch this. God allowed her dream to come true. But look at what Whitney Houston's dream came with. She became a crackhead. She was having sex with all the multiple men. Married Bobby Brown, went to shooting up heroin and snorting coke. Then right after that, she went to banging Ray J. And right after that, she died at 40 years old. She died before her time. Whitney Houston was laying dead in the damn tub. She died before her time, y'all. Look at how cursed she became. You want to know why, y'all? Because Whitney Houston was too busy following her own dreams. She wanted to be a singer so bad. But remember, y'all, she was never looking at what come with it. Your dreams can destroy you. This is why you got to follow Jesus' dreams, man. Let me tell y'all something. For all of you people who got all these goals and you got all these dreams, you don't even know what you're getting yourself into. This is why you need to be trying to follow what Jesus said follow for your life. You need to be trying to follow Jesus' dreams. Stop listening to America with all that dream crap. Talk about you can be anything you want to be. Just follow your dreams. Let me tell you something, man. So many people right now are destroyed and messed up because they follow their dreams. We need to be following Jesus' dreams for our lives and not our own. Your own dream gonna destroy you and curse you, man. Look at Tupac, y'all. Look at Tupac. Tupac's dream was what? Rapping. He loved to rap. He loved to make that music. Tupac died in his 20s. Fooling with that music. Don't you see what I'm saying? Don't you see what I'm saying? Tupac's dreams killed him. I'm gonna tell you, your own dreams can kill you, man. Tupac's own dreams destroyed him. That's right. Because Tupac was not following Jesus' dream. Look at Aaliyah. Aaliyah is another one, y'all. Aaliyah wanted to be the famous star. She wanted to be the singer so bad. And what happened with Aaliyah? The plane fell. By her wanting to be a singer so bad, her own dreams destroyed her. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. You gotta follow Jesus' dreams and not your own. Another example, look at Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber started off from YouTube and he wanted to be a singer and he wanted to be a star so bad. If you look at Justin Bieber now, that boy is gone. He's cursed with the curse. He don't even know who he is. He's out of control. You see what I'm saying? Your own dreams can get you in trouble, man. And this is why you need to follow Jesus' dreams. All of us, man. Me, I did it already. I gave up all my dreams to follow Jesus' dreams. It's the truth, y'all. It's the truth. I don't give a damn about no celebrity stuff and a star and all that stuff. I don't care about that stuff. No. Because I already know everything that glitters ain't gold. Seriously, y'all. And that's just realistically facts. A lot of you people probably got dreams to do this, to do that, to do this, to do that. You better get into Jesus' dreams. Let me tell you, you better get into Jesus' dreams, man. You better get into Jesus' dreams. For somebody who may say, well, how do we get into Jesus' dreams? That's the problem. That's the point. You got to get into Jesus first. You got to start following him. And when you start learning how to follow Jesus, and you stop trying to rush your calling and stop trying to rush your life, then Jesus will show you what he wants you to do. But the problem is with y'all too busy rushing your lives. And you can't rush Jesus. You can't rush him. Jesus is not some man that you just go to and say, hey, Jesus, show me my life. He's not going to just show you all that overnight. You got to prove yourself. You got to earn it. You can't just show up to Jesus and expect Jesus to just rush all that stuff for you, because it's not going to happen. And I'm just being real with y'all, man. I'm just keeping it real. You got to give up your dreams to follow Jesus' dreams. I love basketball. I love street ball. I love basketball. Had a chance to get close and close and closer to agent, had a chance to go into that NBA. I'm going to tell y'all something. If I would have kept going with that basketball stuff, man, 9 times out of 10, I would have went into that NBA. If I would have just really went all out with it, if I would have just went all out with that stuff, I'd have went into that NBA. But I gave it up. And y'all, I'm so grateful that I gave it up. Because y'all, come on, y'all. Look at them NBA players. Look at them people, man. Look at them NBA players, y'all. Them people are cursed with the curse. Them NBA players are gone, man. Them NBA players ain't nothing but some devil-worshipping Illuminati basketball players with a bunch of money. That's all they are, y'all. And y'all know it's true. Look at them NBA players, y'all. They gone, man. They got all that money. They curse with the curse. They don't know who they are. They don't even know who God is, man. They are messed up. And that could have been me. That could have been me. Messed up with all that money. Messed up. But see, y'all, I'm being honest. I thank God. I thank God, man. I thank God that I follow his dreams. That's right. Look at how smart I am in God, man. I'm so grateful, man. I'm so smart in God. I got so much knowledge and wisdom from God, man. I got a beautiful, deep connection with Jesus, man. I'm going to heaven, man, when I leave this earth. Don't you know how beautiful that is, man? I am so happy that I gave up my dreams, man, for Jesus' dreams, because I'm going to heaven in the end. I'm going to heaven, man. I'm not going to hell. I'm going to heaven. My name is already in Jesus' book of life. I put in too much work for Jesus, man. I reached too many people for him. I helped too many people get saved from hell. I'm going to heaven, man. I earned it. I earned it. And I earned it because I gave everything up for Jesus' dreams. I gave up my dreams for Jesus' dreams. Don't you know how beautiful that is for me to go to heaven? What? Because we already know everybody ain't going to heaven, but I'm going. I earned it. I proved it. I gave all that stuff up for Jesus' dreams, man. You see that? And on top of that, I'm favored. I'm blessed by God. I'm favored and I'm blessed. God blessed me, man. He favored me, man. See what I'm saying, man? Is that real, y'all? And let me tell y'all something, man. Give up your dreams for Jesus' dreams, man. And watch how favored and blessed you become by God, man. Watch. Stop holding on to your dreams because you're going to curse yourself. You're going to curse yourself. Give up your dreams and follow Jesus' dreams and watch how favored and blessed you become. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. So with all that being said,
Tireo, you are blessed. I have chosen you to do my Father's will and speak truth and save souls from hell. Everyone who comes against you will be cursed. You are blessed, my son. You are going to make history. You are going to do great and mighty things for the kingdom of heaven. You are going to reach millions of people. Your name is in my book of life. I am very proud. The kingdom of heaven is very happy for you. We are your true family. We love you. You are going to the end for me. You are chosen by God the Father. You gave up everything to follow me. You even dropped out of school to follow me. You even gave up basketball to follow me. You even cut off those wrong friends for me. Thank you. Many pagan, hypocrite, evil Christians will hate you cause they hate truth. Many wicked Israelites who are cursed will even hate you cause you are blessed by God the Father. Right now I speak blessings all over your life in my name Jesus. I speak greatness all over your soul. You are set free in the name of Jesus. I am with you until the end, my son.
I'm going to be talking about my relationship with Jesus. I'm going to be sharing with you all how my relationship with Jesus is, you know, because I have so many videos, man. I have over like 1,000 eye-opening videos and messages. But I don't think that I've done a video based on me just talking about my relationship with Jesus. I know a lot of you people may ask questions like, Tireo, how is your relationship with Jesus? How is it like how is your relationship with Jesus? And in this message, I'm just going to be sharing with you all the truth about my relationship with Jesus because it's true. And I'm also doing this message to help people open up to God, because a lot of you people who say you're following God, you don't really know how to open up to God. Like, you don't really know how to open up, you know. And in my relationship with Jesus, I'm going to use my relationship with Jesus to help you and to open up your eyes to how your relationship with Jesus is supposed to be. Because a lot of people, they don't even know how their relationship with Jesus is supposed to be. So I'm going to just use my own personal one-on-one intimate relationship with God. I'm going to use my own as the example to open up your eyes and also to help you in your walk, you know, because to be honest, y'all, you got to understand something when you're dealing with followers of God. Followers of God are not honest. I don't care how much Bible they talk. I don't care how much scripture they quote. They're not honest. They're not honest. And this is why they don't have real relationships with God, because they're not honest. Okay, so I'm going to just use mine as the perfect example. So first thing first, I'm just going to talk to you all and share my deep, intimate relationship with Jesus. And you can take notes if you want. You know, you can listen to this message, you know what I'm saying? Because this is to help people, man, and to open up their heart and their mind to how this thing really works. First thing first is this. I am so very, very grateful to even have a deep one-on-one relationship with Jesus. Okay, for many reasons, but I'm very, very grateful and thankful. Okay, in my relationship with God, it's a real relationship with God. God talks to me 24/7, every day, all day. God talks to me in dreams. He talks to me in visions. He talks to me when I'm in the store. He talks to me when I'm out and about. God talks to me when I'm even doing things for him. Like, I'll be working on cartoon movies for God, and God will be talking to me about something else. That's how powerful it is. God shows me things before it happened. He talks to me about other people's lives. It's crazy. Like, God can talk to me about your life, and he'll tell me stuff about you that he won't even tell you about yourself. That's how powerful and deep my relationship with God is, man. He shows me things that's going to take place in the future. He just shows me so much, man, and it's just crazy. He shows me great things. He shows me bad things. God even tells me great things, and he tells me bad things. Like, God will tell me, Tireo, I'm going to allow these such and such people to die because I'm angry with them. I'm going to allow this earthquake to happen to kill these people in this town because I'm angry with them. I'm going to allow this man to walk into the school and kill all these people because I'm angry. I'm upset. I'm going to allow this to happen because I'm frustrated. In my relationship with God, I get all sides of God, and you got to understand that, y'all. God, he's a person to whereas he have different sides of him. God is just not full of love. We know he's a God of love, but that's not it. God have sides of him just like you have. God have a loving side. Then he have an angry side. Then he have a frustrating side. Then he have an emotional side. And by me having this deep one-on-one relationship with him, I feel everything that he feels. I share the same hurt that Jesus shares because of my connection with him. Like, example, Jesus will tell me that he's hurting about something, so I'm going to hurt about it. He'll tell me that he's angry with a particular city or group of people, so I'm going to be angry about it. He'll tell me, Tireo, I'm really emotional right now, so I'm going to get emotional about it, because remember, Jesus have feelings too. And see, this is the problem that you people have. Jesus have feelings just like you. He's a human being. The only difference is with you and Jesus is that Jesus is perfect and you're not. But for me, in my relationship with God, I understand all of that. And see, y'all, I gotta say this. This is why so many people, like example, the people who don't understand my messages, they don't understand the things I talk about, they don't get it, they always have something negative to say. The reason why they don't get it is because they don't have relationships with God. You got to understand, a person who don't have a relationship with God, they will never understand the things that I do, why I do what I do, why I say what I say, because they don't have a relationship with God. You see, you got to understand something. In my intimate connection with God, God understands I'm human. That's what I love about my relationship with God. I can be honest with God. I can go to God and say, Jesus, I'm sick of this stuff, man. I can go to Jesus and say, Jesus, I'm tired of this. I can go to Jesus and tell Jesus I don't even feel like following him no more. You want to know why? I'm human. I'm a human being. And see, that's what this relationship with Jesus is all about. Jesus understands Tireo is human. So if I get frustrated, I'm a human being. If I get angry, I'm a human being. If I cry, I'm a human being. If I get emotional, I'm a human being. If I cuss you out, I'm a human being. See, Jesus understands that, but the people don't. And see, this is why the people, they'll never get it. Because they forgot. Tireo is a human being. I'm human, man. And see, this is what I love about my relationship with Jesus, because I can go to him in honesty. I can go to him in honesty because I'm human. Jesus understands me, man. And see, this is why so many people be like, man, how come Tireo? It's kind of like people look at me and people be like, Tireo never falls. You know, like, he don't fall. He keep rising to the occasion. Like, how come he keep going with these messages? How come he keep doing this? How come he keep doing that? The reason why is because Jesus understands my relationship with him. Okay? I'm a human being. So if I cuss, Jesus understands that, because I'm human. I get angry just like you. I get angry just like you. I get emotional just like you. I get frustrated just like you. I get tired of life just like you. I even get tired of the Bible just like you, because I'm human, man. I'm human. I get tired of people sitting there trying to send me messages about the Bible. I get tired of all that sometimes because I'm human. But see, people don't get this, y'all. Jesus understands it though. Why? Because Jesus was a human being. And see, this is what I love about my relationship with Jesus, because I understand his walk and he understands mine. Jesus was a human being. And see, that's what all of you people have forgotten about Jesus. Jesus, at the end of the day, when he came to earth, he was still human. Jesus cried. He heard it. He got frustrated. He got angry. The only difference is with me and Jesus is that I'm full of sin and he's not. That's the only difference with me and Jesus. I'm full of sin and Jesus is not. So Jesus understands my pain, my hurt, my anger, my frustration, my happiness, my joy, my love. He understands when I'm happy. He understands when I'm not happy. He understands when I feel lonely. He understands when I'm not lonely. He understands the whole entire journey that I have with him. And I can go to him in honesty. And let me tell you something about relationship with Jesus. That's the most powerfulest thing, is when you can go to Jesus in honesty. I can open up to Jesus in honesty. I can open up to Jesus. Jesus gonna feel me. He understands, because that's my relationship with him. And see, I gotta tell y'all this. A lot of people get it twisted, because since they don't have a relationship with Jesus, they'll try to down yours. And I get that a lot from haters. See, a lot of people hate me because they don't have a relationship with Jesus, so they'll try to down mine. You see? But Jesus understands my walk with him. You don't, because it's not your relationship. It's my relationship with God. And see, this is what you all got to understand in this journey. You got to understand this in this journey. It's not meant for you to understand other people's relationships with God. You ain't supposed to understand my walk with God, because it ain't your walk. It's my walk. It's my relationship with Jesus. It's my intimacy with Jesus, not yours. So you ain't supposed to understand it. So here it is. When you see me doing certain messages and things that you don't agree with, you remember, you ain't supposed to understand it, because it ain't your relationship with Jesus. It's mine. And see, this is what a lot of people don't understand in the kingdom of heaven, man. And guess what? They did the same thing to Moses. They didn't understand Moses' relationship that he had with God. That's why they down Moses so much, because it wasn't their relationship. It was Moses' relationship. You see? I always come across people who hate, who try to say, Tireo, I don't agree with what you're saying. I don't have a problem with you not agreeing with what I'm saying. The problem I have with you is that it's not your relationship with God. It's mine. That's the problem I have with everybody. And people don't understand that. See, you're free to disagree. You're free to voice your opinions. I don't care about that. The thing I care about is the fact that you too ignorant enough to not understand that's Tireo relationship with God. It ain't mine. Okay? Whatever God and Tireo got going on, that's between them. But see, this is the problem. You people, you haters out there, you haters be trying to act like you're God. You're not God. It's only one Jesus Christ. Okay? And it's my relationship with Jesus, not yours. And for all of you folks who are listening to this, man, understand this, man. It's your relationship with Jesus, not theirs. So don't care about what they saying. Don't care about what they doing. Don't even care about what they saying about you. It's your relationship with Jesus, not theirs. Remember, you're not here to please people. You're here to be honest and open with Jesus so you can please him. Stop trying to be perfect. Stop trying to do everything right. Stop trying to say everything right. The only person you are here to please is Jesus Christ. Okay, it's your relationship with Jesus, not theirs. And see, me, y'all, personally, I don't care what people say about me, because I know they talk. I can care less. I'm not here for them. I'm here to be honest with my life, and I'm here to open up to Jesus, man. And see, y'all, I'm gonna tell you something. You gotta start opening up to Jesus. This is what I love about my relationship with him. I can open up to him. That's right. I can open up to Jesus. I get angry. I get frustrated. I feel like punching people in the face. I feel like shooting my enemies and haters. I feel like killing them all sometimes, man. I even get horny. That's right. I want to have sex sometimes. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to make serious love. I want to lay a sexy woman down on the bed and rock her world. I'm a human being, man. Let's be realistic here for a change. I'm human. If a person play with me, of course, I want to smack them in their face. I want to punch their teeth out their mouth because I am a human being. You cross the line with me, I'll cuss you out. I'm human. Remember Peter? Let me tell y'all something about Peter. Remember Peter? Peter cut off a dude's ear for Jesus because Peter was human. Peter was human. And that's why, if y'all notice, Jesus didn't even get mad with Peter because Peter was a human being. And this is what you all have forgotten. We are all human beings at the end of the day. The only difference is with me and with y'all is that I'm honest enough to admit it, and I gave up my life to follow Christ. See, y'all, you're not honest. You're not even open with your life. You hide all your secret sins. Me, I don't have to hide my secret sins because Jesus sees my secret sins. Why hide it when Jesus knows what I'm doing? Okay? And see, this is why I will always win the people over more than you all, because I'm honest. That's right. An honest person will always win the people over. And this is what y'all got to understand about this walk with God. The reason why a lot of you people can't win people over and you can't reach them and you can't help them get saved from hell is because you're not honest. Me, I'm going to always keep winning the people over because I'm honest in my journey and in my relationship with Jesus. I'm open with my life. I don't care what folks think about me. That's right. If you say I'm wrong for cussing, who cares? If you say I'm wrong for doing this, who cares? If you say I'm wrong for saying that, who cares? If you say I'm wrong for this, I'm wrong for that, who cares? Let me tell you something. Last time I checked, Jesus understands, man. Because it's my relationship with him, not yours. At the end of the day, last time I checked, Tireo is a human being. I'm not an angel sent from heaven. I'm not Gabriel. I'm not Michael the Archangel. Last time I checked, I am a human being. And see, this is what all of you people have forgotten. And this is why you don't have good relationships with God. Because you're too busy trying to be God. That's why you people don't have great relationships with God. Because you are too busy trying to pretend like you're God. And you ain't Jesus. You ain't God. Jesus is the only perfect one. Just leave it at that. And you need to start being open and honest. Okay? You ain't perfect. Come on, man. You're far from perfect. You have secret sins. But see, the problem is with you, and this is what's going to have all of you all in hell. You hide your life. You hide. You hide all your secret sins and then got the nerve to talk about me. You ain't going to make it to heaven. How you going to talk about me and you have sin? That don't make sense. And then you hide your sin. That's what makes it worse for you. See, me, I don't have that problem. Everybody know I'll cuss you out in a minute. Everybody know I punch you in your face if you cross the line with me. Everybody know I speak a curse on my enemies. I get angry, frustrated, emotional, horny. I get this. I feel like this. I feel like that. I'm a human being, man. And when are you all going to get it? This is, I'm going to tell y'all the key to having a beautiful relationship with Jesus. The key to having a beautiful relationship with Jesus is when you can be honest with him. That's the most beautiful thing, is when you can be honest with him. Jesus did not come in your life so you could be trying to be perfect and do everything right, because you will never do everything right. It's only one perfect person. Jesus came in your life so you can be honest and open with him. Jesus never, I gotta say this, Jesus never brought me into his kingdom for me to be a phony. He didn't bring me into his kingdom for that. Jesus brought me into his kingdom so I can open up to him and I can follow him. You got to understand, that's why it's called follow God, because you're following God. You're not doing everything right. You're following God. Following God don't mean do everything right. It means follow God. You're fighting. You're fighting your flesh. You're fighting sin. You're fighting this evil world you're against. 9 times out of 10, you might not win every battle, but you're going to win some because you're following God, man. A real follower of God is a person who knows how to follow God. That's a real follower of God. A real follower of God is not a person trying to pretend like they just got it all together. Nobody have it all together, man. But here's the key. Who can be honest and open with their life to Jesus? See, you all, let me tell you something. You got to start being open with God. You got to be open, man. If you can't be open with Jesus, you don't have a relationship with him. That's what relationship means. Relationship means you open up to the other person. That's what it means. And see, the problem is with you all, you haven't really opened up to Jesus about your life. Come on, man. This is the truth, man. I don't even need to go into the Bible with this. This is just pure wisdom. Sent from heaven. This is common sense. Relationship means you open up to the other person. And see, that's how I love my relationship with God. Because I open up to Jesus and he understands me. He understands my anger, my frustration, my emotion, my tears, my joy, my happiness. He understands that stuff. He understands I'm fighting my wicked flesh every day. Jesus understands these things, and that's what makes it so beautiful. He understands that I'm in a fleshly, crazy body. And my flesh just want to go all out of control. He understands that. He understands I'm placed in an evil world. So he understands why I feel the way I feel sometimes, man. That's why it's called relationship. Because I'm able to open up to him about everything and how I feel. Relationship, y'all. And I had to share my relationship with Jesus with you all, man. And I pray to God that you people do the same before Jesus return, man. You got to get a great, beautiful relationship with Jesus. You got to open up. Let your feelings out. Just let it out. Just let it out to Jesus. It's your, you got to understand, it's your relationship with God, not theirs. It's yours. So with all that being said, man, and in this message, I'm going to be talking about why I am not a Christian. Okay? Why I am not a Christian. Okay? I am not a Christian. Okay, I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Christian. The reason why I'm doing this message right here is because I get messages, inbox messages from people, you know, and people don't. It's like they still think that I'm a Christian. I get all kind of messages from people saying, Tireo, you know. You're a Christian, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't talk like this, you shouldn't say this, and you shouldn't do this. But they don't understand that I'm not a Christian, okay? I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Christian. Now, I just want to just say this to you all because I'm just going to just give you all my story right fast. I used to be a Christian. I used to be in the pagan churches. I used to be listening to preachers in Christianity. I've been there. I've been there already. So I know exactly where you people coming from because you are still hellbound in religion. You got to understand something. I've been through religion already. I've been in it. I've been to a dozen churches. I've heard all of the preachers speak. I saw all that stuff already. And you got to understand something, people. There comes a point in your life where you have to go higher. You have to go to the next level. And for me, God told me, Tireo, stop going to church. Jesus spoke this to me clearly. He said, Tireo, stop going to church. He told this to me just like I'm talking to you. Jesus said, Tireo, stop going to church. Your time is up. It's time for you to go higher in God. And you got to understand this, y'all. When Jesus told me to stop going to church, I didn't understand it. I didn't get it. But I stopped going because I obeyed his voice. And you got to understand something. You got to learn how to obey God. A lot of you folks don't know how to obey God. This is why you're still stuck at a standstill in your life. This is why you can't hear God. You can't be everything that God wants you to be because you don't know how to obey him. But when Christ spoke to me, he said, Tireo, stop going to church. It's over. And I obeyed. And right after I stopped going to church, God took my walk to a whole higher level. He took it to a whole nother level, man. Seriously. Y'all got to understand something about this. I'm not a Christian, okay? I'm not a Christian. I used to be a Christian, but I'm not a Christian anymore, okay? So I know all about the pagan religion that you people are in. I already know what you people are going through. I know all that stuff because that's what comes with Christianity. Okay, you got to understand something. Being a Christian don't mean you're going to heaven. Who told you that lie? Who told you that lie? There is no scripture in the Bible where God said that you have to call yourself a Christian. Calling yourself a Christian means nothing to God. It's a waste of time because you want to know why? Because God is more focused on you having a relationship with him than anything. You calling yourself a Christian don't mean nothing to God. It don't mean nothing to his angels. It don't mean nothing. Now let me open up your eyes to this. You never heard about an angel from heaven in the Bible talking about being a Christian. You never saw it. There is no scripture in the Bible where you see Michael the Archangel or Gabriel talking about Christianity. There is no scripture. Now watch this. The angels of heaven was around way before the disciples was. Remember, let me take you to a higher realm right quick. So put on your spiritual thinking cap right fast. I need you to put on your spiritual thinking cap right quick. Put on your spiritual thinking cap, open up your mind and your heart and your understanding. Now watch this. Let me open up your eyes to something. You never read about Michael the Archangel or Gabriel talking about Christianity in the Bible. You never read about that. You never read about Michael the Archangel talking about Christianity to anybody. You never read about Jesus preaching about Christianity to anybody. You never read about Gabriel the angel talking about Christianity to anybody. You never read about God talking about Christianity to anybody in the Bible. Anybody. You don't read it. You can't find it in the Old Testament and you can't find it in the New. You never hear God mentions Christianity. You don't hear it. You can't say it's in the Bible because it's not there. God never told Moses about Christianity. God never told Daniel about Christianity, and Daniel was seeing visions and dreams and everything. God never told Joseph about Christianity. God never told no angel about Christianity. There is no scripture in the Bible where you see Michael the Archangel telling somebody about Christianity. It's not in there. The angels are even against Christianity. Why? Because Christianity is a pagan religion that's not of God. Christianity is filled with nothing but lies. They tell you Jesus is white. They tell you he was born on Christmas when he wasn't. They make you believe Moses was white. They make you believe nothing but lies. It's a pagan, satanic religion that makes you lie to yourself. And see, this is why, so if you notice, so many Christians lie to themselves because they are hellbound from that pagan religion that they're in. They can't be honest for nothing. They can't speak the truth because that's what that pagan religion does. It makes you a dishonest person. It makes you a hypocrite. It makes you phony. And it also makes you put on the front like you're holy. Christianity does this to you people. This is why so many church folk are phony today, because they're in the pagan religion of Christianity. Christianity did not come from God. It comes from the Roman Catholic Church of the pagans. That's where it comes from. God never ordained Christianity to be on this earth. The Roman Catholic pagans created Christianity, not God. And that's why, if you notice, every time you look up, a Christian have so many problems. Because that's what religion do to you. Religion creates problems, man. Every time you look up, a Christian have problems. They have cancer. They have this. They have that. They have nothing but problems because that's what Christianity does. It's sad, but it pushes you in more problems and make you go through more things. That's the religion of it. Every time you look up, a Christian have cancer. Every time. You got to understand something about that pagan religion, man. And I'm just doing this message just to let all of you folks know. You don't have to call yourself a Christian to go to heaven. There is no scripture in the Bible where God said, in order for you to make it to heaven, you got to be a Christian. There is no scripture in the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. You can't find it. Jesus never said you got to be a Christian to go to heaven. He never said that. You want to know what Jesus said in order for you to get to heaven? He said you have to do his will for your life. That's it. You have to do God's will for your life in order for you to make it to heaven. Calling yourself a Christian will not get you in the gates. Common sense, people. Open up your eyes. Wake up. Calling yourself a Christian, all you're doing is stamping a title on your forehead. That's all you're doing. You are basically stamping a title on your forehead talking about you're a Christian. That don't mean you're going to heaven. That don't mean that. Show me one scripture in the Bible where it says that you got to be a Christian to go to heaven. You can't find it. It's not in there. Jesus said you got to do his will for your life. Here it is. Jesus even said, "Depart from me, I never knew you." Depart from me, I never knew you. Do you know what that means? Jesus is basically saying, depart from me, I never knew you. I never had a relationship with you. I never had a one-on-one connection with you. Depart from me. Don't you see what I'm saying? This is not about calling yourself a Christian. This is about having your own personal one-on-one relationship with God. This is about you hearing God's voice for your life. This is about you doing God's will for your life. This is not about stamping titles on your forehead. Okay? This is the truth. And that's why I'm not a Christian. Because calling yourself a Christian is a waste of time. The majority of Christians can't even hear God. So what's the purpose of calling yourself that? You still can't hear God. You still stupid. It's a waste of time. You still don't know the truth. You still don't have wisdom. You still don't have knowledge. You don't even know who you are. Calling yourself a Christian is a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Now, I gotta say this. Because now you got people who are calling themselves Israelites. Like that's gonna solve the problem. I'm not an Israelite. I'm not that neither. You want to know why I'm not an Israelite? You want to know why I'm not? Because, for number one, I don't even know my family bloodline lineage. You got to understand that. You can't just call yourself. Here it is. You can't just wake up in the morning and say, I'm an Israelite, because you're reading about it in the Bible. The Israelites are not the only tribe in the Bible, you dummy. Okay? You got the Ethiopians. You got the Israelites, you got the Jebusites, you got the Shemites, you got and here it is, you got the Nazarites. Samson was a Nazarite. Samson was not an Israelite. Samson was a Nazarite. Read the book of Judges, it's in there. Read the book of Judges, it's in there. Samson was a Nazarite. Okay? That's right. That's right. Then you got the Egyptians. So here it is. You don't know where you come from. The only thing you know is you black. That's it. But you really don't know your family bloodline lineage. Because like I'm telling you, in order for you to know your family bloodline lineage, you got to have records of that stuff. You name one Israelite right now who got records of their family bloodline lineage. None of them. None of them. They're only calling themselves Israelites because of something that they read in the Bible. But at the end of the day, they still don't know their family bloodline lineage. They don't know. Let's keep it real and let's be honest for a minute, okay? For somebody to just tell you, hey, I'm an Israelite, you're an Israelite. I'm not an Israelite because I'm black, you dummy. Okay? Because you got Indians who are black. You got Egyptians who are black. You have Nazarites who are black. You even have Jews who are black. So here it is. Calling yourself an Israelite is a waste of time as well. Okay? Because it's not even about calling yourself an Israelite. Because you can call yourself an Israelite and still go to hell. Once again, it's only a title. It's only a title. It's a title. And now you got Christians stamping Christian on their forehead. And now you got stupid Israelites stamping Israelite on their forehead. It's a waste of time. You have to have your own one-on-one relationship with God for yourself. Okay? Let's keep it all the way real, y'all. We know that Moses was a Hebrew. We know that. But watch this. Moses had a relationship with God. Moses was not caught up in titles. He had a relationship with God, and Moses did God's will for his life. But see, Israelites don't want to tell y'all that. Okay? Here it is. You're not chosen by God just because you're an Israelite. You got to understand that. You can be an Israelite and still go to hell. You can be an Israelite and still be stuck on stupid. You can be an Israelite and still be a dummy. You can be an Israelite and still be evil, wicked, jealous, and hateful. Just like the Israelites was in the Bible. Understand this, y'all. The Israelites in the Bible, all of those Israelites were not good people. All of those Israelites in the Bible were not good people. If they was really good people, why in the hell was they torturing Moses? Why was they nagging Moses? Why did they build a golden calf and worship it? You better wake up, man. So here it is. At the end of the day, you still got to do God's will for your life, and you still got to have your own one-on-one relationship with God. And that's what the Israelites in the Bible didn't understand. They thought their title was going to get them to the promised land. They thought that. They thought by them being Hebrews, they thought they could build a golden calf and God wasn't going to get angry with them. That's what them fools thought. And guess what? That's what made them different from Moses. See, Moses understood it. Moses looked at it like this. I got to have a relationship with God, man. I got to know God for myself. This is not about titles. But the other Israelites looked at it like this. They said, okay, we Israelites, we chosen, so we can do whatever we want to do, and God's still going to lead us to the promised land, and he going to bless us. So we could build a golden calf. We can have sex. We could be hateful. We could be jealous-hearted. Guess what God done them dummies? God killed them people. God opened up the earth, swallowed a dozen of them Israelites. He slayed them people, man. He killed them people before they even went to the promised land. Then these fools built a golden calf. See what I'm saying, folks? So understand, this is not about calling yourself a Christian or a Hebrew Israelite. Those are titles. God does not care about your freaking title. He don't care about it. You need a one-on-one relationship with God, and you need to hear Jesus for yourself. You got to hear him for yourself. Not what the pastor is telling you. Not what Christianity is telling you. Not what Hebrew Israelites is telling you. You got to hear God's voice for your own life. That's right, man. And guess what? Until you start hearing God's voice for your own life, you're going to stay a dummy. That's the truth, man. That's the truth. A dummy is a person who don't want to hear God for themselves. That's a dummy. And until you start learning how to hear God for yourself, you're going to stay a pagan Christian. You're going to stay a stupid Israelite. God don't care nothing about your title, man. God will still send you to hell, and you will burn in a lake of fire forever. This is not about your title. Let me tell you something. On Judgment Day is coming. Judgment Day is coming. Y'all know that. Judgment Day is coming. And let me tell you something. For everybody who is caught up in these titles, they're going to hell. You want to know why? Because Christ already said, depart from me, I never knew you. So here it is. If you never knew God intimately, if you never knew him as far as relationship, if you never had a connection with him, you will suffer and burn forever. God never said your title was getting you into the gates of heaven. God, here it is. Here it is. The book of life. Don't get me started on the book of life. I have done classic, powerful videos on the book of life. Here it is. If your name is not in the book of life, you don't go to heaven. That's right. Here it is. Your name, not your title. Why? Now, let me open up your eyes to this. God never said your title got to be in the book of life. Calling yourself a Christian is not in the book of life. Calling yourself an Israelite is not in the book of life. God said your name got to be in the book of life, not your title. He said your name. You got to understand something, folks. When you read the Bible, you got to understand what God is saying to you. God never said your title got to be in the book of life. He said your name. Your name. Your government name got to be in that book of life. And guess what? If your name is not in a book, you don't go to heaven. This don't have nothing to do with calling yourself a Christian or Israelite. Your full name got to be in the book of life. Off top, not your title. And see, this is what they're not teaching you in Christianity. And this is what the Israelites are not telling you. They're telling you, you're a Hebrew Israelite. You're an Israelite. You're the children of Israel. Who cares? Who cares? Your name got to be in the book of life, not your title. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. I'm going to repeat it. Your name got to be in the book of life, not your title. I'm going to repeat it one more time so you could get it in your head. Your name got to be in the book of life, not your title. God don't care about your Christian title. He don't care about your Israelite title. He don't care about you calling yourself a prophet, a minister, an evangelist, a pastor, or a bishop. God never said your title got to be in the book of life. God said your name got to be in the book of life. And y'all, that's as simple as it's going to get. Now, if you want to reject this message and keep following titles, do your thing. Knock yourself out. I don't care. I don't care, because I know you ain't going to make it to heaven because you caught up in titles. You don't have a relationship with God. You too busy calling yourself a Christian. You too busy calling yourself an Israelite. You too busy calling yourself a Muslim or Jehovah's Witness or a Mormon. You ain't going to heaven because God never said your title got to be in the book of life. He said your name. And guess what? That's a big difference. You got to have your own one-on-one relationship with God, and you got to do his will for your life. And that's why Tireo is not a Christian. That's why Tireo is not an Israelite. That's why Tireo is not a Mormon. That's why Tireo is not a Jehovah's Witness. I'm none of those things because they all are titles. I just want my own relationship with God, and I just want to do his will for my life, and that settles it. I don't care about no titles. Y'all can have that. Y'all can have all the titles y'all want. It ain't getting you nowhere but to the lake of fire. It's a title, man. Your heart gotta be right. Your spirit gotta be right. Your heart have to be pure. You gotta love the will of God. You gotta love the kingdom of heaven. Okay? This is serious business we talking about, man. This ain't a game. Judgment Day is near. So with all of that being said, y'all, this is Tireo, and I am out. Over to y'all with another song titled I'm Not a Christian No More. And let's go ahead and rap the real truth on this, man. Let's do this, man. Yeah. I'm not a Christian no more. I'm not a Christian no more. Check this out. Listen, when I speak the truth, it give these people chills. I got that heaven flow that's making witches spill. I'm not religious, so get that in your head. I talk to Jesus daily, plus he can strike you dead. I reach out to killers and cocaine dealers. These racist whites hate me, they say let's kill that nigga. I walk in any hood with the word of Jesus. Illuminati feel me, cause I'm repping Jesus. I stand for truth like Dr. King and Malcolm X. I destroy your favorite rapper, break them down for God who's next. You not a real gangster, you not a real preacher, you not a real killer, you not a real leader. I'm not a Christian no more. I'm not a Christian no more, no more, no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. Yeah. I'm not a Christian no more. I'm not a Christian no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. Check this out. The presence I carry is making demons shook. More power to the black man, cause that's how Jesus looked. These words touch your heart, heaven and hell is real. You can die before your time, cause you ain't care how God feel. These rappers sold their souls, Hollywood demonized them. The wrath of God is on them, the Holy Ghost gon' stop them. I'm fulfilling my mission, my prophecy is near. And when my soul comes out my body, I'm gon' disappear. I'm in the spirit, I ain't in the flesh. Jesus told me he gon' put these devil worshipers to rest. Jesus gon' kill him, he gon' kill him. The death angels coming, watch out, they gon' kill him. Now you looking scary, them curses hit your home. All your lights blew out, and you can't use your phone. I told you before that all of this was real. They straight rejecting God, that's why they getting killed. I'm not a Christian no more. I'm not a Christian no more. No more, no more, no more, no more, no more. Yeah, yeah. I'm not a Christian no more. I'm not a Christian no more, no more, no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. And I'm out, you heard me? Yeah. Riding for Jesus, man. All the way to the end.